but we decided we really wanted to get back to Germany, so started looking around for positions and ended up with a position in Munich, of all places.
Right.
Now, one of the fantastic things about Munich is that it's a very international city in terms of Germany, and it's one of the hotspots for development roles as well.
Okay.
So if you ever fancy working abroad, Munich is a fantastic place to look because the majority of the companies there are international. So they tend to use business English as their internal language. So everybody there speaks English to a very good level.
Right.
I'm not saying you should ever go and live in a foreign country and not learn the language. I do know some German, enough to get by, definitely. And I was doing a German course both beforehand and while I was there.
Yeah.
So I'm not too bad with the old German. But, as a way in, it's fantastic. So if you don't want to do it, mind, get in there before March the 29th. Otherwise, you may feel so easily.
Let's not make this political.
I will do my best. So I took a job out there with a company called Hive as a senior developer, and we were basically working on an innovation platform.
Right.
So the company Hive themselves, they are a company that will go into businesses and help them to innovate and get ideas from their employees as to how they can improve the company, things like that. The system we were working on was a platform that almost like Facebook, but for generating ideas and that. So you could put ideas in, people could comment on it and like it and all that sort of stuff. And we were working with companies like Fujitsu, Daimler-Benz, BMW, so some really big blue chip companies. And I absolutely loved the work, but part of the problem there was that good product, nice companies to work for, but this product was kind of an add-on to their main business, which was selling the consultancy into these companies and helping them run these ideation programs and things like that.
Okay.
Had lots of other facets to the business as well. So they got products that they were designing themselves. They do industrial design. They do a whole load of stuff. And this was just a very small section of that.
Right.
So I started to feel quite constrained in terms of, there was a ceiling above me that I couldn't go through. I didn't feel that we were getting the support within the team that maybe we could have done with. Not because the management weren't on board with doing that, but just because business priorities were that, we were only a small part of the entire company. Okay. I don't want to make it sound like Hive were, not doing justice to their developers. That certainly wasn't the case at all. But, I had these conversations with them at the time. So I was looking for something else at the time, and still within Munich, ended up working for a part of a company called ePay.
Right. Right.
So, and this was they're listed on the Nasdaq. They're a large multinational.
Nice.
They have a head office there in Germany, and they do payment system integration and ATMs, foreign exchange. Quite a few to do with electronic transactions of money. So if you know these little item cards and things like that, you get at the checkout in Sainsbury's. Other supermarkets are available. Then what we used to do is we used to do the fulfillment for the cards.
Right.
So we could get them printed for you. We would do the integration into the EPOS system so that you could validate them through the EPOS.
Yeah.
We would do the integration into the back-end system, so iTunes or Google Play or Steam or whichever platform it is, and basically run that whole thing end-to-end. So basically, we could rock up to someone like Steam and say, how would you like to sell vouchers within Sainsbury's or whichever supermarket happened to be, and then we would do end-to-end from putting the cards out into the store to actually being validated and being used on their platform.
Wow.
So that was very interesting, and ironically enough, I got that. One of the main reasons I got that role was because of Fasthouse.